Hello, my friends. Welcome to yet another update. Episode 50 to be exact, my friends. A milestone, a small step for one man, but a big step and big hopes for the future from this guy. Yeah. Today, I'm not drinking my usual beer. I'm having an old fashioned because it's that time of year, folks, of course. It's winter time, all right? And in wintertime, you have the spices of life, okay? And one of those spices happens to be an old fashioned. That's right, folks. Winter is upon us, and it's in full blast, okay? Everybody grab their long johns and make sure you're wearing them. You know, my mother, she used to call them Paul Bunions. And it used to be problematic for me when I went up to my friends in high school and told them, hey, are you guys wearing your Paul Bunions? Then they would just look at me like I just told them I wear diapers. And it doesn't stop there, folks. My mom would call conditioner for your hair cream rinse. I'm not joking. And also another term for her for gym shoes or sneakers, they were called tennis shoes. So make sure you wear your good tennis shoes today, Josiah, so you could go out there and walk on the hike and you won't get blisters on your feet. So I have no freaking idea what is the right terminology. I'm ass backwards. I got a little bit of Nebraska and a little bit of Chicago. A lot of bit of Chicago, should I say, in me. So to all my Cornhusker fans out there, salutes. So now we're at the beginning part of the show where I talk about Chicago sports, but particularly we're going to start with the Bears. The Bears are now 10-4, folks. 10-4. I don't know if you can hear that. That's amazing. Last time they were 10-4, well, hell, I can't really remember that. And they just put a whomping on the Cleveland Browns. That's to be expected. With Green Bay Packers in their sights for next Sunday. This coming Sunday, folks. To be honest, I'm thrilled and scared at the same time. You know, the Green Bay Packers and the rivalry that exists between the Bears, it's a long-standing rivalry, right, folks? I've been to Green Bay and been turned away from bars for wearing Bears gear. I like to say we wouldn't do the same to Packers fans here, but I can't speak for everybody out there. So this one is to the Bears. We appreciate all the hard work from the players to the coaches to the staff of the Chicago Bears. You the man. And now on to the Chicago Blackhawks, my second favorite team. Well, it's a good tie between Chicago Bears and Blackhawks. I think it's neck and neck, okay? That's just my opinion. I'm a huge hockey fan. And some unfortunate circumstances happened for the Blackhawks. We are now without Connor Bedard. Oh no, we suck again. That's my knee-jerk reaction. I don't actually mean that, folks. You see, the Blackhawks are well in depth when it comes to prospects, and I'm very excited to see what they can do in absence of their number one player. I'm really excited to see NHL players return to the Olympics. It's about time, folks. I think 2014 was the last time that hockey players in the NHL played in the Olympics. It's quite the sight. And what a build-up for the Four Nations face-off. I really think it's going to be a good one for the Olympics this year. The Winter Olympics is something you're going to want to watch. You know, this channel is just starting out. I'd like to grow it into something big where we talk about all Chicago sports, not just the 5 big ones. And, you know, maybe we even talk about what's happening here in Chicago. Because let's face it, folks, we are way overtaxed. And it just doesn't go to good purpose, in my humble opinion. My judgment on person doesn't come from which party they are, but their policies that they're running on. And right now, I would love to have no tax on tips or no tax on overtime, but somebody specifically in our government said that, we just can't afford that. If we can't afford things, why aren't we using eminent domain to take back the meters here in Chicago? There's billions of dollars that are being lost in revenue going overseas. And not only that, if we wanted to make the meters all bike lanes, well, we still have to pay a ridiculous amount of money to these people for lost profit. And that's a little bit of sneak peek of what this channel kind of is about. I talk about Chicago sports for a little bit, and then you know what? I'll get into what's happening here around in Chicago. The way we get taxed, some of the policies being passed in the recent years, and just the neglect for our infrastructure and neglect for the common American citizen. That's what this channel is about, folks. So if you like it, give me a follow, and thank you for watching. You the man.